guys, I'm here. I'm here. I'm making a list. I've been sitting here. I'm making a list. Hey. Whoa, Gabriel. Oh my gosh. You're actually a G. Like you're the original, the OG. Thank you so much. Guys, we have some things to discuss. Oh, yes. I'm currently making this list of things that we are going to talk about. But I want to make 2 lists at a time. Guys, guess what I did? You remember when I showed you guys that, like, picking pad? Oh, whoa! Lightning! Guys, I put on eyelashes for this stream. I did my makeup for you guys. I clearly just got out of the shower because I have wet hair. I even said to myself, I'm not going to say that. And I went over and I went and attached some eyelashes. And I was like, this looks good. Let's start the stream. I'm looking nice for you guys. You know. It's like storming tonight. I feel like I need to move this up a little bit. There. Today, we are going to talk about some things that we think are overrated versus underrated. And this might be controversial, but I have a few things on overrated. Oh, actually, this is so good. Oh my gosh. Okay. We're going to start with a list of things that are overrated. See if the power stays on. Oof. Actually, I haven't had a lot of issues with the power in this building. Like back in BC, if we get a storm, the power goes out like so quickly. So I don't know. I just thought like every time that we had a storm that we would have our power go out, but that seemed like just like a at-home thing, you know. It popped up. Okay, guys, let's 15 stream streak. Vic, shout out to Vic. He's 6 months behind you. That's actually sick. We should have. I mean, maybe I should do like a little giveaway again. Thing is, I'm worried that I can't because even with Vic, I had something because he was a channel point winner. Because they live in different countries, things are hard to send to different countries. And you would think that with Canada and the US, but even like small businesses and stuff, they like want to partner with me. And I'm like, first question I ask, I'm always like, can you ship to Canada? Because most of the time it's no. And then I feel bad. I'm like, I'm sorry, I live in apparently a very small, inaccessible country. So yeah, that's kind of how it goes. That's okay, guys. I don't expect streaks from you, but okay, let's get into this. Let's get into our oh, I didn't change my sub goal. Let's make it 1. End goal. Title. I think 1's fair. I wish I would put half. Do you guys feel like the months are going by like so quickly recently? I'm like, I swear it was just New Year's. I swear it was just like New Year's the other day. And apparently it's not. Apparently it's June. And June's going to be done soon. Every time I talk, my jaw is clicking. It's really bothering me. As I've gotten older, time has gone quicker. Maybe when I was in college, it didn't go as quick because we were in classes and stuff every day. So it seemed like days like seemed longer. I was doing more in the day. Now I just go and train and come back and do things like errands. NBA finals coming up. Oof. Do you guys watch basketball? It does. I can hear it in my head. It's like right back here, clicking. Okay, here are some things. Thanks for the follow. Here are some things that are overrated to me. If they are not overrated to you, I sincerely apologize. This is a personal list. And I won't be upset at you if you think differently. Okay? I won't think it. I won't think. And yes. Actually, let's start it off with that basement graveyard. One of the things on my list is aging. Honestly, I feel like people make a huge deal out of it. I feel like people like it is like their end all be all. I wish it wasn't like that. I wish people didn't care. I wish people were just like, oh, more life. But you can do the same things. Like even I was talking to my mom today about, she said that she was on the motorcycle with my dad. And this is so cute that they do like motorcycle rides together. And she said she just felt so like happy. She was like, this is a good life. Like I'm on the motorcycle listening to good music with the mountains in the back. And I feel like there's like this stigma that you can only like have fun and like do adventurous things and be spontaneous when you're like in your 20s and 30s. But then you're also expected to like work half of your life. Make it make sense. It's like, oh yeah, you'll retire when you're too old to do all of the very like spontaneous things that you want to do when you're young. So yeah, I just feel like the only fear that I would ever have with aging is like if I felt like my biological clock was running out and I would have to decide if I wanted a kid or not at a certain time. And that's the only thing that I would stress about is because like I would never want to like forcefully make that decision. But unfortunately for the health of like a child, I would need to make that decision. I unfortunately am not only 20, but thank you. In my mind, I am. You became more aware of it when you had your daughter. Yeah. It's like this is how I feel like if I have a kid, I feel like I'm still going to feel like a kid when I have a kid. I'm going to be like, I'm just a big child raising another child. Yeah, it does. It goes too quickly. I just feel like age shouldn't matter. Like, I think it matters for like modesty and things like that, to be honest. But like, I don't think it matters for experiences in life. Like, do what you want to do, you know? So that's one of the things. Thanks for bringing that up, Basement Graveyard. Appreciate that. Next, 50-50. We got 50-50 on the aging. That is actually controversial, isn't it? We are all just kids inside. Absolutely. Honestly, it's so true. I'm like, oh, when am I going to grow up? I've now realized I don't think it's happening. I think physically, but not mentally. I mean, I'm obviously like mature enough to be an adult, but I still can't like call my doctor and make an appointment. Like I'm too scared. I just thought when I was like, oh, when I'm an adult, I'll want to do that. Like I won't have an issue with that. No, still struggling over here with that stuff. Okay, next thing. Overrated. Sorry about this, but Taylor Swift is absolutely overrated. Please, I don't even want to talk about it. It's just what it is. I don't think I can actually physically talk on the topic because then it's giving it attention. And I don't understand why it deserves attention. I don't get it. There are some very talented artists out there. Greta Van Fleet, for example. They are underrated. They are very underrated. That's like the vocal range, the like lyrics. I don't get the pedestal. I don't get it, and I don't think Yeah. Oh man. I don't understand. I could make up a song in 5 minutes that she has apparently revolutionized to an entire audience of people, millions and millions and millions. Maybe it's her personal life that gets it. It is mind-boggling to me. It is absolutely mind-boggling. You'd think it's for teenagers, but even then, like, is there that many teenagers that are obsessed that we're like putting, like, we're making her a billionaire? Oh, her less popular songs are good. It's gotten to the point where I have to turn off the radio, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry to people who do think that she's something. I'm gonna vote here. Do I have to wait until these votes are done? Because then I have to continue talking. Whoa, anonymous! Okay, here we go. You a song for a sub, so here we go. OPW is my name, but you can call me G. So here we go. This is my song. It's not hard for me to see that people like you make this dream reality. It's time to get back, so for now I'll say nothing. Hey, that is also a very. Actually, I don't even want to answer that one because I personally am not a fan of that song. But it's just for giggles anyways. No way. She had access to the music industry right from the start. Pete, the salty baguette. Most of her songs are written with the most basic chord progressions already. Yeah, I agree. Thank you. Okay, you guys agree with me. Okay. Better than T Swift, honestly. I'm right next to her on that song, I have to say. Okay, next. Things that are overrated. Here's one that might rile some feathers. I think having an opinion on everything is overrated. Do people need opinion on every single topic? Do we need opinion? I understand the things that matter, the things that affect others, the things that, like, are actually going to make a difference in the world. Do you like that movie? You don't like that movie? I don't care. If I didn't like a movie and somebody else did, I'd be like, nice. I don't need to put my opinion in. I'm just like, that's cool. I feel like a lot of the times it is okay to just not have an opinion on certain things. It is also very important to stand your ground if you feel like you need to, but not everything. Addicted to Twitter fights. Exactly. You know, this is what I'm saying. The amount of times that I've like gone on TikTok or Twitter and seen absolutely unhinged things that I'm like, I watch and I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. This person thinks that way. You have to be kidding. Like, do I comment? No. I scroll. I'm like, oh, that kind of sucks that they think that. Do I let it like hinder my insides? Absolutely not. I'm like, There have been things that I have wanted to comment on. Like I have had to like restrain myself from commenting, but I still don't. Because I'm like, what is that doing for me? It just makes me an angry person. Instead, I like to just dismiss it. I like to just take it and I'm like, oh, that really was not cool. I didn't like, I had disagreeing points on that. And then I'm just like, well, it doesn't really affect me if I let it go. Goodbye. Yeah. And you know what else? Yeah, that's what I mean. It bothers me. It's overrated to have to say your piece all the time. It's okay. It's okay. We can all just, yeah. And then I feel like people wouldn't fight as much if we just like, that's awesome. Don't agree with you. But I also don't hate you. Like, go ahead, go off, you know? The only time that I would actually fight for something if it is affecting people's like lives or like the planet, or like it's actually making a negative impact to like the world in a way. You know what I mean? Then I'm like, okay, like we got to kind of be fighting back a little bit. But yes, exactly. 99% of problems only exist on the internet. That's what I mean. You don't need an opinion on everything. Pick and choose your battles and then give 100% energy to that. Next thing. 90%, love it. Next, okay. You guys also might disagree with this one, but I think like wine, and I might even pair this in with like coffee snobs, like refined specifics on those. I can't get behind it. I don't. Okay, if I go to a winery and they're like, this is, you'll feel these notes and you'll be like, oh, and you need to do this. I'm like, like literally my brain is like doing circles. I'm just like doing loops and running around, and yeah, I'm lost on that. Cause I just feel like I'm not going to be like, oh wow, like I really taste the notes. I'll be like, oh, that's good or that's not good. That's it. But I think that's I understand like people like to have like niche things and people get like obsessed with things, and like there's worse things to be obsessed with. I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you if you are like a wine snob or a coffee snob. Do your thing. I also think I think it's overrated, and then I get insecure because what if I want to serve a common guest, like no one in particular, just a common guest, somebody that comes over, and I have to serve them wine. I have the constant insecurity and the fear that they're a wine snob and I'm serving them this junky wine that I tend to like. I don't really understand it. I can't really get behind it. No, absolutely no hard feelings to people who are like that. Especially the coffee. There's a lot more coffee snobs, I think, than wine snobs. And I do understand the difference between good coffee and bad coffee. I just don't like coffee enough with how it tastes to care. I would probably drink boxed wine. Yeah, of course. Some people really like boxed wine. I wouldn't know the difference. I think that's why I'm saying it's overrated, because I just like, I grew up very frugal. I grew up with like not needing the best of things. So then I kind of just like, if it's available, I'm happy. People be like, oh, this coffee. I've been around people that this coffee tastes so bad. Blah, blah. And I'm just like sitting there like, I don't even analyze it. I didn't even think, is this coffee good or bad? I just drank it. And I do that a lot with food too. That's why I'm not good. Like, don't take me on an expensive date, because I will just start eating it. And then someone would be like, how's everything? And I'll be like, I didn't even think if it's good or bad. I actually didn't even ask myself the question. Yeah. Overrated 55. Well, that was a close one. I knew it would be. Okay, we have, along with Taylor Swift, I think DJs are kind of overrated. Sorry if anyone's a DJ in here. I think DJ performances a little bit are overrated. I don't think mixing music is overrated. I think you guys, like everyone in the chat is like a DJ. I think mixing music and finding rhythms and sounds that go together in harmony is a talent. I'm not really sure about like, it's hard to appreciate like a DJ performance when there's like live music performances. Yeah, I love EDM too. I like it. I actually really like it. Thank you for fulfilling my sub goal. Yeah, so I think it's fun. I used to be obsessed with Marshmello for a while. I'm trying to think who else. Odessa, is that EDM? I don't even listen to EDM that much anymore. I'm trying to think. Rather go to a live concert than DJ. Same. And the thing is, this is coming from somebody who is like, I actually like EDM music and I listen to it. I think this is where the difference is. I think bad EDM is really bad. I think like that, like techno kind of really like crazy, little too much stuff is. I like Sophie Tucker. Yeah, is she EDM? I think it's harder. I think if you can mix music well and be a good EDM artist, then you're talented, but it's diluted a little bit because there's some songs like remixes and stuff that I'm like, "Oh no, like this isn't it." I don't know if I can get behind this. It's just like a lot of like it's like a whole laser show in audio form. You know what I mean? That gets me a little bit, but that's personal preference again. Okay. What do we get on this one? Overrated. Wow. Are we just in harmony here? That's crazy. Okay, this one I'm interested to hear you guys. This is the last one on this list, and then we'll go to the underrated things, and then I'll show you guys my sim. You might be a little surprised. Yeah, Hat Night. I agree. I agree. Okay, next thing. Should I play Fall Guys? I wasn't going to. I was gonna show you guys my sim because you might be a little surprised at where we have gotten in the sim world. But maybe I could just do it quick. Okay, last thing is the college system. Clearly, it's overrated. If you go through the whole college system, you still can't get a job. I don't get that. I don't get it. It's like, oh, you need to go. Yeah. R.I.P. Travis Scott. Wait until you see my Sims. Travis had some complications, but yeah, I just feel like I went to college. I don't saying you have a college degree is valuable, but not just a college degree now doesn't get you many places. You have to do extra schoolwork. You have to do internships. You have to shadow people. You have to like get connected to people. You also have to be the right person for the job. You need to fit like all of the checks on who they need at that time. So it's just a lot. I feel like it's a lot. There's so many like variables to it than just let me go to college for the job that I want to do and then know I'll get that job after I finish 5 years of education. That should be it. That should be it. And if that was the case, absolutely college would be valuable. I went to college. So it is very difficult to say that it's as useful as you would think it is because it doesn't get you where you want to go. Exactly. Going to IT, didn't go to college, graduated high school late, and July 1st, I will be making over 100K. Let's go. That's what I'm saying. And I guarantee after I'm done with athletics, my job will probably not be related to anything that I did in college. I just can present my college degree and be like, hello, I went to college and I got a degree in letters and science. So there you go. I did 3 different majors in college too. And I did sociology, environmental econ, and entrepreneurship. Quite all over, but I just want to cover all the bases. Sociology was my main, and it's letters and science. Yeah, that's what they called it, Wisconsin. So, yeah. If you're in medical, engineering, law, and some other, you don't need college. Yeah, well, my brother right now, he's wanting to go into physio school, and he already did kinesiology, sports science in college, and now he has to go to school for another 3 years. to be a licensed physiotherapist. And he's probably going to school in Australia because he can't get in Canada as a Canadian. So that's pretty cool. Okay, next. And yes, go Badgers. I haven't done this in forever. Go Badgers. Things that are underrated. Number 1 is sleep. Sleep is so underrated. Sleep is literally the best thing ever. I don't know how. A lot of people do this. Probably a lot of you guys because you're gamers, and I get it, but also you should get some sleep. People should get sleep. I feel like, and I get it because our like system is so corrupt that like getting 8 hours of sleep is almost impossible. I knew some people would think it's overrated. I know so many people are like, sleep is overrated. I don't need sleep. Like, and I respect you. This is a personal preference. I wish I could do that. But for me, I'm like, I can't even stay out late anymore. And if I do, I have to like be able to sleep in the next day. It's actually crippling to my like normal daily functioning. Even if I get 7 hours of sleep, I'm like, oh, it's going to be a bad day because I got 7 hours. Yeah, I don't know. This is a tough one for me. I'm very passionate about it. And it's not even like a sleep schedule. I don't really care about a sleep schedule. I only care about the amount of hours. I care about the amount of hours that I sleep. And I understand we're wired differently. Like since I was a young girl, I have cared about getting sleep. I have cared about it. And I feel like if I didn't like prioritize sleep so much, then I wouldn't care so much. I could just go off of, but like my old coach he'd be like, oh, 5 hours. I get 5 hours every night. How? I really cannot. Like, you're telling me you feel like you might fall asleep at any moment during the day? I've napped like a total probably of 10 times in my life. I think I've napped 10 times ever. It's I can't nap. 5 hours is perfect. Oh, you sleep like 4 hours. See, you're catching up on it. You nap all the time. See, the people who don't sleep a lot of hours, you have to be able to nap. All right. That's the one. If I keep talking about it, I'm going to get more passionate about it. We don't want to hear that. We don't want to hear. Oh, gosh. Hey, what's up? We're doing good, I think. Everyone can answer for themselves, but I'm doing all right. Things that are... A couple other things that are underrated. This one's pretty easy. I think nature, outdoors, underrated. Get out there. Go explore. Submit yourself to nature. It does wonders. I understand there's a lot of mental health issues going on in today's society, mostly to do with capitalism and the way our political system is in our economy. Mostly that, to be honest. But we haven't given it a chance. I'm saying some hippy dippy stuff here. But pretty much, if you go out there and it's just, this is another thing on the list. Silence. Silence is underrated. Complete silence. Just sitting with yourself, alone time. People always have to have, this sounds like I'm venting, but like, I honestly, like, everyone's personal reference is different, and I'm not going to be a hater no matter what. I'm still be your friend. I don't care. We can still be friends and have different, I actually prefer we have different opinions on things a lot of the time. Zed! Thanks, Zed, for the gifted subs! And welcome to the stream. Glad to have you. Can't believe you're still awake. Aww! Yay, I'm glad you're here. Welcome to the the stream. We're doing underrated versus overrated things. We've already done the overrated things. We're on to the underrated things. We're talking about nature and how it's underrated, or I believe that it's underrated, and silence is underrated. I think a lot of people have trained themselves to be surrounded by noise, especially people. I bet it's like a lot of people who like live in the city, and that's almost what like makes them feel comfortable now. You know, like the hustle and bustle. That's it's kind of like what they're used to. So then they just have that as a constant. It's almost like they feel awkward in silence. I've heard that from some people. I agree. Seeing a wild animal. Oh my gosh, there's so much lightning. Looks like there's like paparazzi outside or something. And no pictures. Most people live in the city and can't get it. I know. And that's the thing. Like, I feel like if you don't have access, there's just... I grew up in the woods. I grew up camping. My parents took us camping when I was 8 months old. Like, I don't even think that's safe. And we spent a lot of time outside. And so Crazy Canuck. Yeah, it's hard to miss. So I grew up like outside all the time. And maybe it was like also before like technology kind of took over a little bit. But also when I grew up, I like met people that weren't from where I was from. And I was like talking about camping. And I was like, oh yeah, when you like go camping, blah, blah. I've never been camping. They say I've never been camping. And then the more people I meet, the more I hear that people haven't been camping. And I'm just like, I assumed that every single person had been camping in their life. Growing up, maybe, or like at some point. And I don't mean like going out into like a nice cottage. I'm saying like tent camping or even like RV, sure, why not? But just like going into the woods a little bit. And that is shocking. And it makes me kind of feel sad. I want to take everybody who hasn't been camping and we need to go camping. We need to go be, be boy and girl scouts out there. We need to do it. Yes, I have. Guys, I've told you this story about the bear, haven't I? The bear, when I hiked up 7 kilometers to the top of Garibaldi Mountain, and I went to my campsite and I was cooking mac and cheese on my little portable stove, and I had my food out of my bag because I needed to pull out my mac and cheese, obviously. And I had just got there. I was sitting there on a tree stump cooking my mac and cheese. My bag's here. I'm talking to my friend this way. My friend gets up and runs backward and is like, and I look over and a bear is grabbing my food out of my hand. I have like a bag of food and I'm like, it's so silent. It's so silent. It's just like, ow. And like grabs it. And then I like run away, right? Because I'm like, it's a bear. It's a bear. I didn't see it because I was facing this way. And it came out, we were like on the top of a hill and it came up from the hill. I have a video of it. And then I backed away and I was like, bear, bear. And then I like said to the neighbors, like a little bit over, I said, there's a bear. And then I was like freaking out. And then I went, wait a second. I just hiked 7 kilometers to the top of a mountain. That's all of my food. And so I grabbed the neighbors were helping. I was like, oh, that's all my food. And they're like, oh, we'll get it back. Like, blah, blah. And so the bear's like sauntering off. Like, obviously it's been around humans, which is honestly sad. And so, me and the neighbors grabbed our pots and pans and started running after it and banging the pots and pans. And the bear dropped the food, luckily, and ran away. But there was I had 3 cans of tuna, and 2 of them were burst open. He dropped it in the creek, so all my food is wet, but I still got the food back. And we saw that bear like multiple times. This is what sucks. So it's not done. The story's not done. Um, there's like a little hut where you could like make food. So then I went and made my food in there after a while, and I put my bag up into a food cache. And the bear was like hanging around like the whole week. Um, and one time I was making my food in the food cache, and I looked out, or I'm making my food in like the little hut, and I looked out, and the bear's like trying to get the food out of the food cache because there's like in these campsites they have man-made food caches where you can like pull a rope, put your bag up, and then like tie it. And I have a video of it. I wonder if I can find it and I can put it in the Discord. Um, and then it was like trying to get the food, and I was like, what if it gets my food down from the food cache? And and then that was the next time we saw it. It wasn't even scared after a while. That's what's frightening, because it clearly had been around humans enough. And then the third night I could hear it. Like we would put all of our food away. Like we were like, okay, this bear is like clearly after some food, so like we need to leave nothing. And I'm in the tent, and I'm like sleeping in this tiny little tent, and I hear the bear outside of the tent. It's like its snout, like just around the edge of the tent, and I can hear it. And I'm like, the bear is outside. I like said to my friend, I was like, the bear's outside. I can hear it. And I was like, so I like yell, and anyways, survive the night. I get out in the morning. I have like blue Crocs. So I brought these blue Crocs and two socks. One of my socks was missing, and the blue Crocs had bite marks in them, like all around them. And I still have these blue Crocs. I need to show you guys. I need to show you guys because there's still bite marks in these Crocs. And yeah, we are taught about bear safety, but like you usually just bring like a bell and bear mace with you. Yeah, it didn't even hate me. I think it was just like, it wasn't, thing is like, I don't know why we didn't leave, because I've seen bears multiple times, and usually like it's fine. But this is guys, this is the sad part. So like we left after that day, and I have another camping story. Left after that day, and I was like, this is really sad, because the bear is way too accustomed to humans. It's not even scared of humans. It's not attacking. It's not aggressive. It's like, it's sad because it's like a teenage bear. Like it was clearly like quite young. And so went back, and I was like, me and my friend were both very aware, like nature aware, bear aware. We are not we are not dumb with our food, pretty much. Like a lot of people when they camp, they just leave food remnants out. Everything we eat, we pack back. So all of our like everything that we take back with us. And it was still that aggressive to us. And so I knew something was going to happen with the bear, because it had just grown so accustomed to like trying to get humans food, and it's going to scare a lot of people. And so then when we left, I saw a week later, I did some research, and they had to put the bear down. It makes me I start crying, because I was like low-key my friend for that week. Yeah. And I called my friend crying, and I was like, why couldn't they just relocate it? Like it actually makes me sad right now to think about, because there's no reason they should have had to kill that bear. It's our fault. It's literally humans' fault. But anyways, I can't think about it too long. It's going to make me sad. The bear getting put down in its own home. Exactly. Relocate it. I'm guessing it was some dumb tourist, and I'm sorry for saying this, but it's probably some dumb tourist that go up there and like absolutely freaked out because it's their first time ever seeing a bear, and like said it was aggressive, or like said it like did something it didn't do, and then they had to like put it down in that moment, and that just makes me mad. Thanks. Okay, this is a quick one. Another camping story. This is in grizzly bear territory. I didn't see a grizzly bear, but this is when I had my camper van. So I felt a little bit more comfortable sleeping because I had those bear encounters in the tent. And I was like, okay, I'm going to sleep in the renovated minivan now. And took it up into grizzly bear territory, way out, like way out into the bush. Me and my friend Allison. So there's a place she wanted to go. And I was like, let's take my van. Like, I got this. So went out there. Had a like great time. I was a little nervous. Like I was a little. Stop it. The bear. Yeah. What would you guys do if you saw a bear? Would you be like scared, or would you be like, "Oh, it's a bear"? So we went out there. We were having a great time. When it got dark, I kind of wanted to go into the van because I was like, "Oh, I can't see, so I don't know if there's bears around," and that kind of scares me. So then we get in the van, and it's probably like 10 o'clock. We're like talking, and then we go to sleep. It's like probably like a whatever you can fit in the back of a minivan. And so me and my friend Allison are sleeping in the bed, and I like hear something in the van, and then I'm like, okay, no, it's probably outside. And so then I like open the door to check with my flashlight. Nothing there. I close the door. I'm like, okay, it's fine. It's probably nothing. Fall back asleep. And then I wake up and I'm like, I woke her up and I was like, I had a really bad dream. And I was like, I had a dream that like something was like running up my leg. And I was like I felt something like touch my leg. And she was like, oh, okay, like whatever kind of thing. And I was like, okay, really hope that was a dream. And then I tried to go back to sleep. And then I hear something. There's like 2 seats and then a middle console with stuff in it. Yes, I hear something in the console. And I'm like, I wake her up this time for real. And I'm like, Allison, there is something in the van. And I'm like, I'm not making this up. Everything's sealed. How is there something in the van? I'm like, this van is supposed to protect me from animals. It is supposed to protect me. No, there's like, we have like food in the van because like you have to take your food inside. So I'm like trying to go back to sleep, keep hearing the rustling. It's driving me insane. And so I just like keep a flashlight on everything, like just trying to figure out what it was. Finally, in the middle console, it pops its little head out like this, and it's a mouse. And I'm like, you have got to be kidding me. I'm like, I can't, it ran up my leg. This mouse ran up my leg when I was sleeping under the covers. Yeah. And I was like, Allison, I don't know what to do. There's a mouse and I can't go back to sleep. Like this thing ran up my leg. And I'm like, and it's like 3 a.m. in the morning. And so I'm sitting there and she's like, oh my God, like all this stuff. And so I'm sitting there and I'm just like this. I can't go outside. There's grizzly bears. Can't be in the van apparently because there's a mouse. And so I'm like trying to just keep my eye on it the whole time until it became 6 a.m. Started up the van and I was like, we're getting out of here. But the thing is, what I was nervous about is obviously the mouse got in through like the vents in the front. And I was so nervous that when I was driving, the mouse would be like by my feet and I would get like spooked. And so, or like it'd be under the pedal or like something like that. Luckily, it probably got out because at 6 a.m. when we went to McDonald's and like we were so tired and we just sat there and I was like, how does that happen? And then I got home. This was her idea. I got home and I looked up this place on Google. I was like mad. And reviews of the place. Mouse got in our car. There was a mouse that got in our car. All this. And I'm like, oh my gosh. You have got to be kidding me. I should have read yeah, he was known for that. Could you imagine it's the same mouse? Oh. I don't think it was the same mouse. I think maybe there's a colony of mice. So yeah, that's what we got. Um, those are my two camping stories. Another thing that actually, okay, one more thing that is underrated. This is the last thing that I'll say, and then we can look at my Sims. Um, I think laughter is underrated. I love laughing. I love people who laugh. I don't think someone can laugh too much. At least I can't see like somebody who laughs a lot as a bad thing ever. I really, really, really appreciate people who laugh easily. Um, they are so fun to be around. And maybe like a really loud, obnoxious laugh is a little different, but like they feel good to be around, you know? And I feel like I try to do that sometimes, even if it's just like out of awkwardness. I'm like, laughing is always the answer because you can't really go wrong with it unless like you don't hear somebody and you're laughing and it's not like something you should laugh at. But yes, I think and it's like when you say something and you're like not sure it's funny and then somebody laughs, you're like, yes, like yeah, I did it, you know? So then you want to be around somebody that validates you, you know? Just laugh. Exactly. I think that's so underrated. Like people don't talk about that. I think my mom laughs a lot. I've realized that. And it makes me feel good because sometimes I'm around people who like don't laugh a lot and then I'll go home and my mom will laugh at the same jokes I brought to the table with other people and I'm like, "Yes." It's nice. It just makes you feel good. Your neighbor laughs so hard, loud and often that sounds kind of fake. Yeah, there. See, that's where you could go wrong a little bit. Especially if it's too loud and a little obnoxious, and then you're kind of like it's just overtaking the conversation. But yeah, yeah. Your niece and nephews laugh. Yeah, I bet it's so cute. Laughing is the best. Somehow making others laugh is even better. For sure. I just feel like laughter in general is just underrated. Like, let's go. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't care if I get smile lines. Like, you know, these little things. They're gonna be strong in my future. And I don't care because it means that I've laughed a lot and smiled a lot. And who wouldn't want to do that, you know? Oh my gosh, they had a good laugh? Stop it. I mean, I'm glad that they laughed, but it's, I can't imagine. Laugh tracks and sitcoms, absolutely not. I'm sorry. But that's like inauthentic laughter. Okay, authentic laughter is underrated. I gotta change that up a little bit. All right, let me see if I can pull up my Sims. I don't know how it's gonna run because sometimes it glitches when we're trying to pull up this game. Okay, be back, please. Be back soon, please. We will miss you. Um, okay, I tried to. Oh, it's preparing the game. Here we go. It might glitch. It's taking a while. Concerning me. Here it goes. It's gonna glitch again pretty soon, I think. Once it opens. Just enjoy the music for a moment. Is there no music? Oh, guys, it's taking forever to open. I might have to not play it because I'm concerned. Concerned why it's not opening. Oh, here it goes. I'll turn up the music, I think. I'm just keep looking at me to see if I'm glitching. Okay, we're in. We're on the game. We're in it to win it. Hold on a second. Let me just turn up my music because we said that my music is low. Here we are. Oops. Rutch! Thank you for the gifted sub. Also, everyone, a round of applause for Rutch and his game today. You did so good. You did so good. Yeah. Woohoo! Some hype. Some hype. Love it. Okay, we need to load game. Oops. Load game. Oh! Everybody give a round of applause. Okay. Let's take a look at my house. You might see there are other people living in my house. You might see that there is something going on. I have some explaining to do quickly. Guys. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. Okay, where do I start? So things didn't work out with Travis Scott. He didn't like me. And that's fine. This has been a while. This is Shingles McJr. I'm not very fond of his first name. And then something else you might want to realize is this is my house. Very happy with it. Where's what? What are you doing in my house? Travis Scott is in my house. Why is he here? Hold on. I've been looking for him. I've been looking for him for days. And you're just in my house? Elden Ring gameplay. Yeah. I don't know about that. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. He has a kid. This is the kid. Where is she? Yeah. This is where things get complicated. So I started talking to Shingles because I wanted to have a kid of my own. And so I got close to him and we started talking and getting romantic. And then I said, hey, do you want to move in with me? Right? Yeah, I made this house, as you can tell by this accidental different flooring here. So then he moves in to my house, and this little twerp comes with him. I didn't know he had a kid of his own. He already had a kid. He already had a kid of his own. If I knew he had a kid of his own, I wouldn't have invited him. Like, look at this little twerp. I don't want to raise you. I wanted to have a baby of my own. This guy in the streets already had a kid. Who's your baby mama? Because I am upset about that, and he impregnated me, so I'm pregnant right now. I'm pregnant with a guy who already has a kid, and that's actually really frustrating for me because I wanted us to be a family. And now I have to be a stepmom? No. I don't want to. So now I have to go get married because I was like, "Oh, if I'm going to have your kid, I should marry you even though you already have a kid." Oh, it's frustrating. So I'm supposed to go get married now because I accidentally asked him to marry me. I didn't know it meant like right now. I thought it meant like, oh, let's plan a marriage. I need to talk to... See, this is too much for right now. I don't think I can do this, but I just had to show you guys. This is my house. It's going nicely. I didn't know Travis Scott was in here. I haven't made any updates, I don't think. Oh, I made a basement. Yeah. What should I make in my basement? I was thinking about making a sweatshop. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Hey, Carlos, thank you. 29 months. Let's go. Yeah. I was going to make a sweatshop for the kid since he already wants to bring a kid in my house. That's crazy. Guys, it's a game. It's a game. Don't worry. But I think I might do that. So yeah, that's my Sims. That's how it's going right now. I'm apparently feeling very flirty, so I'm gonna have to deal with this marriage on a different occasion. I don't think I can deal with a marriage right now. It's a little too... I just had to update you guys with the situation. I'm just scared if I do this on stream, I'm gonna fail the wedding. Because I can't... This is a difficult thing to do. Main goal, get married. I have to talk to guests for 2 hours. I have to have guests watch the ceremony. And I have to have drinks. And all of those things need to be fulfilled within 45 minutes. And I'm a little bit nervous. Maybe we can start it. Should we start it? No, I can't, guys. We're gonna start it next time. We're gonna start the wedding next time. Okay. I'm so sorry. There's a lot that could go wrong. I'm too nervous to start it on stream. I got to this point. Look it. I got to this point and you guys weren't here. And it took a lot of hard work and I still messed it up. How could I have messed it up? I'll just do the basement while you guys are gone. Or while you guys are gone, while I'm gone. But yeah. Okay, wait, what are we doing? On Sunday, I think I'm gonna do is, I think I'm gonna do a cooking stream. I know, right? I think I'll do it earlier, just so some people can make it. Maybe I'll do it like around 1 or 2. And then next week I have the Nationals. I'm leaving on... It's in Montreal, and I'm leaving on Wednesday, and I throw on Thursday, and then I'm gonna go back on Friday. So it's a really quick trip. Oh yeah, my meet. I wish I could just show you guys. I wonder if I can show you guys a video. Let me try and send one of the videos to me via email right now, and then I can show you a couple of them. And then we can watch them before I go. But it went pretty well. There was like, I'm still working on some stuff. I feel like I'm still a bit like cautious with some of my throws. So I do need to fix some stuff up tomorrow. And I hope, so it's going to be tough, but we have qualifying rounds in the morning on the 27th. And then if I make the final, which will be tough, like I'm going to have to throw like at least 45, I think, to make the final. And I've only thrown 43 this year. So we're going to have to really, but I did throw 46 last year and my best is 48. So it's possible. It's just I need to bring a little bit more energy into the throws. Let me see if I can send these and then we can watch them. And then I'm only throwing because I'm not cleared to do anything else. Actually, the doctor didn't even clear me to do javelin, but I cleared myself because I feel like I'm already compromising. Let me just see if these go through quickly. They might not. Boo. I'll send them in the Discord if they don't. If you guys care to see them, it's okay if you don't. I don't mind. I'm not going to be upset. I can. I think I've already done it though. I just do it like this. Holy, I have so many emails. Let's see if it's sent. I tried to send them. It just might take a little while. I want to pull them up on here. I'll give it one more minute, and then if it doesn't, then it is what it is. Oh, maybe I can send it in Discord and then pull it up. Let's try that. Gabriel, good, nice. I'm sorry. Okay, so people in the Discord, I'm sorry if you're not on this stream right now because I'm going to spam you with these videos, and I apologize for that. Let's see if I can send these. Don't know if it'll work. Oh yeah, okay, maybe they are working. Yay! Okay. It's in Montreal. If there was one in Toronto, I would let you know. They're also like at weird times. So let me delete these emails. Do you guys like check your email every day? I think I do check my email like every day. I used to not. I used to like get it. I used to get like, I had thousands of unread emails. Now I actually check it every day. Last year it wasn't Langley. Yes, you're right. Let's see. Discord. Let me pull it up. Can we see it? Oops. Can we see it on the Discord? You can see them? Okay, what? Okay, am I an idiot? Where is it? Oh, there. Okay. There we go. Okay. Here is number 1. Okay. This is one of my throws. You can't really see where it lands. I'm just like not bringing a lot of speed. You know what I mean? And my plant is kind of slow. But yeah. What else we got? That was a bit quicker off the end. But I'm just not being aggressive. Definitely needs a little work, but we'll get there. What's this one? I like that you guys have already responded to them. Wait, let me restart this. They all look the same. They literally all look the same. I think I have one more. Oh, 2 more. They literally look the same, I think. I like how I do that little like shuffle backwards at the end. Like I'm not even close to the foul line. The sky looks sick there. So yeah, that's how that competition went. I think I'm glad that I got those filmed because then I can decide what I want to work on for next time. Yeah, I know. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me on this stream. We will be streaming Sunday. I will give you a time in the Discord. So if you got gifted a sub or you subbed today, you are allowed in our Discord. And it's pinned by Gabriel in the top of the chat. So join us. Join us. And thank you for watching me throw javelin as my grand finale for this stream. I'm going to be cooking on Sunday, I believe. I just haven't decided what. So I'll see you guys then. Have a great night. So nice hanging out with you guys, and I'll see you soon. Okay, bye.